Let's break down Fnatic. Let's get the losers out of our system. Fnatic versus Weibo Gaming Game 1, guys. Fnatic with a beautiful draft. Weibo Gaming with a very, very Weibo Gaming draft. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is a very, very Weibo Gaming draft. It's a very, very Weibo Gaming draft. Strong bot lane, Nidalee, Lucian mid. It's fucking arse. It's fucking arse. Right? If there's any other team besides Weibo Gaming playing this, I think they insta lose. But God bless them. They got ahead early. The way they did so was disgusting. Blue side composition scales so fucking well here in this game. They get the lanes for both, and there's no big advantage on red side. They lose the game, right? Let's take a look at some of the shit that Fnatic pulled, even in this game, to fall behind. Let's take a look at that 2v2 mid. Let's take a look at that 2v2 mid in the first place. They got the swap off, okay, decent, no dive, alright. Look at this one. Humanoid just got speared. You saw that mark disappear, okay? The mark disappeared. So he just got speared, Nidalee's behind him. They're trying to go on Xiao Hu here. Xiao Hu, all he needs to do is just dodge a spell. It seems like Humanoid doesn't even have stun. What on earth is happening? Here he stuns the Nidalee, the spear also lands, Tarzan gets 2, and that's the flash, and Razork dies too. Accelerating Weibo Gaming into a beautiful, beautiful position. And we continue. They're going to secure the early situations. Xiao has 2-0 now on his Lucian. And Breed is playing a skill matchup. He's in his comfort zone. Here, Fnatic, I thought they're just going to hard lose the game. They are soft contesting, but Xiao is hovering. There's no business for them to be here. Syndra's in base. Jax is opening into bottom side. They are soft contesting. 3 grubs to Weibo Gaming. Here we fast forward. Good punish on Light, who has no sums. They just sent the dive on him and made him lose CS, which is chill, which is cool. God bless him. Very nice. Good play. Good positive play for T1. Nice. We continue onward. In this moment, crucial detail is that Fnatic, because of their soft contest on top side, they didn't get the Drake on the trade with the 3 grubs, which is a big plus for Weibo Gaming because they are on a timer. They need to get Soul. Easy peasy, right? Here in this moment, Tarzan finally collapses. I don't know what Fnatic is doing here. They are getting so greedy for this wave that is freezing in front of the enemy tower. Noah's playing lethality, and they have no vision on this bush. Right now, Varus has a pink. Skarner's in topside, and Nidalee just collapses on them. Fnatic's position is awful. No vision on Pixel. They're completely blind. They're completely blind. They're basically, I'm fucking blind as a bat. Take off your glasses. This is them. I don't see shit, bro. I can't even read the amount of kills on the scoreboard from this distance. Right? I can't. They are blind, no vision. Nidalee collapses. Really don't like the Skarner's topside. There's no reason for them to even be in this position. They lose all the sums. They even get killed in the end on the rel. Noah gets out, but at the cost of so much. Varus runs all the way back to base, and they hit the bottom turret with 3 grubs getting 1 plating, but then they base because they want to open on the map for the grubs. Very, very bad, of course, because Yumu was in base for Varus, and he could have been strong for this fight, but instead he has no Varus ult, no Red ult, no flash, no cleanse, and they have to give up. Proactive play again, but this is a Ninja Tabi Dominus Renekton. Dominus on, gives him health, gets a cool Demiko on 1 target here. Oscarinin goes deep to try to punish the fact that Leona's late. They get a little 1-for-1. Light flashes forward, Humanoid flashes over the wall, and we have a situation where Fnatic get pushed out because Weibo Gaming is healthy. Xiao came late to the situation because he wanted to have money to get the Kraken Slayer, which means that Fnatic have to retreat and lose the grubs. Classic Western base recall Humanoid in the bush gets clippity-clapped by Bob Marley Crispy. He gets snapped. He has no flash because he flashed over that wall, and here comes Xiao Hu looking to collect. Beat collect! 6 grubs, Weibo Gaming, accelerated as fuck. They are far ahead in the game. They have the lead that is necessary for them to close out with the 6 grubs. The item times are looking good. Xiao Hu on Kraken, 3-0. Let's see Weibo Gaming closes out. Here, for some reason, we have the situation where Weibo Gaming are trading sides, and obviously, this is very good for Weibo. They have 6 grubs as mentioned as before. Rel is on bottom tower for no reason, doesn't start to channel his recall. I don't know why Rel is always showing on the damn wave. I really don't get it, why he's showing on the damn wave. Why he's not recalling to defend. I really don't fucking get it. We move on. They are racing against the 6 grubs. Rel is basing late. He's too late for that one. Jax is recalling. Skarner needs to show up. Please defend the damn tier 2. The enemy team has no TPs to disrupt Noah, but Skarner is coming in late, and this turret is being chipped away by 6 grubs that are hungry some damn fiber. Crisp is here, and the turret is gone, and the gold is accelerated even further because Weibo Gaming is now 3.5k gold ahead. Noah is hitting bottom tower, which means that Noah's tempo will be worsened, but it's okay because Weibo Gaming are focusing on getting the damn Rift Herald. In this moment as well, keep in mind Skarner was late to defend top, but and when the enemy is doing Herald, they're not in position to punish the Drake either. They are just defending and walking into areas that are way too late to walk into because they're afraid of tempo traps. But Weibo Gaming are just taking the Rift Herald, and on top of that they get the Drake on the other side of the map, meaning Fnatic just watched the cinema of Weibo Gaming, and they bought a ticket with the cost of a tier 2. We continue onward. Weibo Gaming, they secure the dragon. Breeze is now hitting the turret. Looking lovely for Weibo Gaming, but Crisp is thinking to himself, how can I make this game as complicated as humanly fucking possible? I am going to go on a Pepsi run that even the Pepsi man from PS1 back in 1998, that Pepsi man would be jealous of the run that Crisp just did. Crisp is in a different zip code. He is in a damn different fucking country. His teammates don't have visa into this country. Crisp is on some diplomat passport, the way he's fucking moving. He got the deep vision down lovely, he's marking people, no problem. Crisp could have just walked away, but he's seeing humanoid and he wants to go for him. But look as we zoom out. 3 people on Drake, Breathe on the damn tower. Where is my man going? What is Crisp doing? What is Crisp doing? I have no clue. Keep in mind Weibo Gaming, very fragile composition. They cannot make mistakes, they need to maintain the snowball. They can collect this Drake and maybe get a soul point annihilation very early on in the game. 25-minute mark maybe. And then in the 2 core versus 2 core, maybe they have 3 core and they could win the game with soul. But instead, Crisp says, I want to kill humanoid. He flash E's on him, and his teammates are trying to keep up with this play. They're taking plants. Light is finishing the Drake. Tarzan is like, I'm fucking coming, mate. Because Crisp is shouting in Mandarin, look, 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 look. He's inting, he's inting. Little did he know he was talking about himself. So this engage is obviously fucking atrocious, and Weibo Gaming should have fucking given up. They should have just fucking accepted Crisp is dead here, guys. No problem. Breeze should have taken this turret, TP top to defend. This is complete insanity. The Nidalee Spear doesn't land. Breeze tries to follow up. He flashes on humanoid, stuns the wrong target. He stuns the wrong target. Very sad from Breeze. He stuns humanoid. Maybe it's different. They one-shot him together with some Nidalee damage here. Maybe Zhao can dash and hit. But he stuns the seafood. Breeze is too deep now. Crisp is kiting back. Oscarinin chases after the Nidalee. Good call. I like it. Tarzan's low, he flashes over the wall. I think in a world where Tarzan would flash together with his team, it would have been better because then they can fight back against Jax and maybe, you know, kill one back. He flashes over the wall, he's running to his teammate desperately. He's lucky that he gets the bushes to spawn because the ocean brings life. The Kai back, good flash out from Razorx to stay healthy. Good stun here from Mark Brazzolini too on Breathe. And at some point, they needed to realize that this Jax is still there. There's a honey fruit for the Jax, and Oscarinin comes back in for the fight, and he's healthy. And now with the CD's on cooldown, he gets the stun on light, he cleanses it, but the fight is already over, and Fnatic has made the comeback that they've needed. Obviously being even at this game in red side is very, very bad. Nidalee being level 10 against level 11, Razork having more farm. Razork is never going to die in this game. He can just itemize armor, Randon's Omen. The enemy is very crit heavy. The fights should be very, very easy. Weibo Gaming is not a neat team known to lose with grace. Varos having a solid game, being very far ahead. and it is lost. Skarner being a very, very big pick, Oscarini playing very well on the jacks. They make it done. Xiaohu gets snapped here by Jun's QW flash, which is pretty nice. He dashed forward before, doesn't have it. On CD, Humanoid gets caught by Crisp, who finds him. Got a very nice flash, I believe. But Fnatic in Oscarini and Skarner, they just have too much horse force, too much horsepower. There's no way to push that out. We continue to game number 2. We are spotting a trend in this series where the losing team goes on to the blue side and takes away Skarner. Skarner. You ban Ashe, you own Aurora. Banning Ashe, kinda strange. Why are we banning Ashe? Let's ban the Skarner. When Yone Aurora is out, Skarner Prior should be through the roof. You can play Vi, but then your Ahri needs to be damn fucking good at the game, right? Weibo Gaming respond to the Rel and Vi takeaway by taking Orianna and Jax. I think this is smart because they are attacking Humanoid's comfort. They are attacking Humanoid's comfort. And then they take the Jax away. Jax is the champion that has looked so damn fucking strong in every game that's been picked so far. It's kind of interesting that Jax got buffed coming into the World Championship, even though they had to play at 15. Even though his win ratio doesn't represent it, I do feel like Jax is very strong in these games that we're seeing it in. And in a world where you have to think about the blind things that you do, if the enemy team is not willing to play AP top, you're chilling, right? Because I think the biggest nightmares for Jax is Cannon, Rumble. These are very hard ones. But in the 80 top world, whether it's Kesante or Poppy, Nar, I think that Jax can do well. Zeus Gragas as well, the great Russo for 20 called out. Zeus Gragas, brilliant on this fucking champ. What a fucking beast Zeus is. But this is something that we see more. I think also something that we can highlight is that I do believe that Jax as a champion, he does very well together with Orianna because it is covering her main weakness. Her main weakness is that she's weak on side, and if Jax can play in isolation and win against the enemy solo laners, he does so much for Orianna's farm. The roughest games for Orianna is when the enemy team is much stronger than her own side, and there's no realistic way for them to actually push and farm side. That is the games that are the hardest for Orianna. Human unlocks Ahri, which is a bad matchup for Ahri, but you're hoping that Vi and Ahri together can pressure Orianna enough so Ahri recovers and farm when they are level 6. But humanoid Ahri is not something that we see so often. So Weibo Gaming continuing the draft. The Rumble comes through. Once again, a champion we don't see so much in Europe. Something that Europe is very behind on. Light and crisp. Lock in Ezreal, Rakan. It seems like Weibo Gaming, they figured out the plot. Pick big team fighting spells. Scaling. Fnatic is going to give us chances. Fnatic, quite a good start in this game. They were ahead. They had, swings back and forth. They were stacking a lot of Drakes, which was nice. But obviously Fnatic's composition needs to outperform and needs to get ahead. They killed Crisp twice. We fast forward a little bit. Let's take a look at the big moments for Fnatic. Fnatic kept giving up grubs. 6 grubs for the enemy. I think that when you are the weaker macro team, giving 6 grubs away is very dangerous because you put yourself in a position where you always need to match. So how do you defeat 6 grubs? You defeat 6 grubs by being strong enough to open through mid and then collapsing wherever the enemy sends strong side. But if you're not strong enough, the enemy can dictate the map so easy. And if you open on the wrong side and the enemy is racing against you, you're in big trouble. Rumble can of course ult away, which is nice. But I just wanted to highlight the nuance of what grubs changes in the game. Here, for example, why is Fnatic so scared? There's a Black Lever, there's a BT, there's a fucking Vi here, level 8. There's a Light here with a Sheen and a Heartbound Axe. Why are they so scared here? Look at Ahri hovering. Why is Weibo allowed to completely insult them? I'm not so sure, guys. June is level 6, Crisp is level 5. Why is this guy allowed to do this? I don't know why Fnatic is so damn scared. They are playing in a way that is very testo-free, for sure. I don't know why they are scared. Orianna was just on the mid wave. Ari is sacking a wave. Why are they not fighting? Why are they not snapping? Look, Ari is already collapsing. Ari is calling, all right, guys, I'm going to give up this mid wave because I want to fight. Why are we not going, man? Can't we fucking QR? Can we burn some spells here? Can we walk forward? Can we trade? Can we do something? Look at this moment in time and tell me it isn't crazy what Weibo is doing, that they're allowed to get away with. Skana comes through. Then in the end, Fnatic realize, oh, we're actually strong. We're gonna get the Drake. Cool. Here as well, Fnatic, they could be so happy. We got Orianna TP out, Ari's pushing for free, Rumble is opening on top. Let's invite the enemy to make a mistake here. They snap, which is cool and all. But they need to just get away, you know? Here they TP in the end, and somehow this position ends up so damn bad for Fnatic. They fight a little bit back, but at least Orianna's losing some CS on mid. I think in a world here where Orianna TPs and gets nothing, it's fucking painful. Fucking painful. I think as well though, if in this moment, why doesn't Razuk fucking ult? Actually, he could just fucking ult light at some point. No, here. Oh, he could just ult. He didn't ult actually. He didn't fucking ult. Could have been could have been GG, bro. Oh, he didn't ult. He didn't ult. He Qs into the charm. He Qs into the charm. Life flashes out. Razo still has ult. 1000 tackles the shit out of them. Skana's balanced. Fuck me. We continue. Humanoid gets Skarned on top. Tries to cross into river to clear a little ward. Takes a bad pathing. 1000 comes at him. One of the few champions that can gank like this, of course. So, I don't mind it too much, but look how unbalanced Skarned is. Very close to Humanoid Dyers. Here, Ari is trying to push the way, get away, has no ult from before. He TP'd back top. Humanoid doesn't flash. Humanoid doesn't flash. He gets killed. And Jax is pushing bot. We continue. Let's take a look at this Drake. This, in my opinion, good situation for Fnatic. Blue side want to fight on 2 core. They get a lot stronger at 2 core. Fnatic is hoping that they can get the soul point and then have a game deciding fight on soul point. Use whatever advantage they have in that spot. Leverage soul point, right? Blue side composition wants to reach 2 core without bleeding too much. That's their job. Let's continue. Here, 1000 gets snapped, loses his neck. Good engagement Fnatic. Fair play. Weibo Gaming have Jax pushing top, and 1000 is very deep. And I like the fact that Fnatic finally pulled the trigger, because Jax is on top wave. He needs to TP in. They punish 1000, CC chain him, charm him, Rumble ult, and he dies. Rumble still, Jax is still pushing top, so he's getting the tier 1. And then Weibo Gaming walk forward on the mid. Because of course, they want to punish these guys on bot. Weibo Gaming with the reaction to stress and going to top side. It's very good. I like the base from June to cover the top situation. Weibo Gaming are trying to get as much as possible. Ari is on bot wave, but she has TP. June shows up to the situation. And they get 1-for-1 with getting Drake, and they defend the tier 2. Solid play. Solid play. Not too bad. We take it. To get Drake 3. How can Fnatic make themselves ready for the last fight? Humanoid looked for something on Zhao because he had no flash. I respect it. I don't mind. We continue. Here, I think many ults were used and they needed to stabilize. Jax is undermining their position. They use Vi ult, Rumble ult, and MF ult. Red side champions, very ult reliant. If they use all these ult to get a kill on Rakan, they get a kill on Rakan. It is what it is. But then they need to stabilize the game. They need to get the fuck out. Because they probably could have. But Tarzan is buying time. Inviting them into the Jax. And I really, really respect this about Weibo Gaming. Because they realized, yo, Tarzan is dead. Crisp is dead. But they used a shit ton of fucking cooldowns to get it done. I think it's giga based what they did. And this is just a moment of passport gap. Look at Light in this moment, bro. Ease over the wall, breathe, find stun on both Noah and of course the Vi. Double Orianna ultimate, quadra kill for the Ezreal. It's a goddamn disaster. I think that Fnatic has fighting chances in this game. I think that Drake 4 would have been a hard fight because the enemy would be 2-core on everybody. I think the blue side is slightly stronger in that spot, but things can get weird with maybe a steal. Ocean Soul is not the greatest one, but at least, you know, they got really, really styled on, you know, in a way, you know, that brings a little bit some solace. They try to go for play, they use a lot of tools, they kill Skarner, they kill, of course, Rakan. But Light here, his inventory went from 2-core to straight up fucking BT on next base. Zeke is Amgar and Orianna. I think in this moment, if you compare the inventories, the fact that blue side economically is ahead, 2-core on Jax as well, and 3-core on Ezra, it's low-key kind of over. If blue side plays well, I don't think that they can lose a fight at this point in time. Red side's composition is definitely outskilled. Jax, TP's on a ward that just runs out. Look at that Jax TP. Fucking gorgeous. Breathe. Collapses onto Noah. He waits, he waits, he waits, and then he says, surprise motherfuckers, Helicopter Fisherman is here to evade your attacks and stun your mothers. The game's over. You think to yourself, Fnatic, no problem. You are now staring into the eyes of a goddamn side selection. Let's go on blue side and secure ourselves some fucking Skarner gaming. Razork, you are fucking good on Skarner. We get Skarner ourselves, we deny it from the enemy. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But no, Fnatic picks red. What is the plan? Surely they're banning Skarner. Surely they are banning Skarner.
Team fights and flashing to the
Aware. They get the Jax, who was a menace in game 1, menace in game 2. Jax for Skarner trade. They thought if we ban Orianna, the enemy is going to... If we ban Skarner, they will first pick Jax, and we are unhappy. Because Poppy was banned. Alright? Poppy is the Oscarinian answer into Jax. So they are trading Jax for Skarner and inviting it willingly. That was the draft idea. If we get Jax, they get Skarner, we are happy. We get to counter pick mid, he doesn't have Orianna blind. That's the play. Okay. I can see it. Let's see how things progress. The enemy team goes for a little bit of a Weibo Gaming composition. I mean, T1 composition, sorry. Skarner, Ari, maybe a little Nard action they can pick here. Maybe they can just pick 80, right? Maybe they can pick 80. He drops the damn Ezreal, and this gives options to Fnatic. They can 3P either AD mid, right? AD mid, pick AP bot. They can pick Kai'Sa on 3. Rock and roll. What are they looking for? What do they go for? They slam the Vi. You think to yourself in this moment, they slam the Vi. Fnatic wants Kai'Sa or Ziggs, right? They want Kai'Sa or Ziggs. That's how they make this composition better. Then 5 pick AD mid. Tristana. Smolder. Could be beautiful. Could be beautiful. Could be beautiful. They could have picked Kai'Sa on 3, picked Brand on 4, Zyra on 4. But they went for the Vi, which means they want an AP bot laner in my opinion. It's the best for the draft. Surely, Danny is aware of this. Danny, California. Surely is aware of this. Braum is banned. Kai'Sa's banned. And then finally, boom. Rumble is also banned. The enemy is AP heavy already. I don't know if they're going to pick Rumble, but okay. We're banning Comfort. Probably the enemy want to play. They can play Gnar, they can play K'Sante. I don't think it's real. Danny. Surely he knows that Noah wants to play Ziggs. He does not. He bans Sylas. He watched what Humanoid did to Larson back in 2022. He banned the Sylas. Sylas Ari. Okay. Sylas could also be a ban to set up the Gnar pick that just happened. We don't mind too much. That's okay. We continue. 4th pick Ziggs is looking fucking beautiful. Surely we're gonna have Tristana Smolder on 5. It does not happen. They hover the K'Sante, but in the end, they pick the Gnar. Because in this moment, they think that 5 pick will be Smolder on Tristana, and they want to have something that can fight back a little bit. Drum roll, please. Surely Fnatic will lock in an AD champion, the big Swain. A lot of mumbling about Swain. When to pick Swain, when to play Swain. This ain't the damn fucking moment to play Swain, lads. You don't play Swain against 4 fucking range champs with dashes been built into their kits. You don't. People like to romanticize of the potential of Swain, but Swain is too item reliant. Yamato, what item should I buy on Swain? Everything. Abyssal Mask, Rylai's, Liandry's, and a little bit Malignance. Hourglass is nice. How about Frozen Heart? But then I need penetration, because we have full fucking AP. Oh, at least Abyssal Mask is OP. Swain. Swain. Ziggs, Swain, 4, 5. This was the time for Tristana Smolder. It's fine into Ari. Would have been okay. This ain't Showmaker Swain. Definitely not. Mixojao, thank you very much for the tier 1. We shall continue. We shall continue. Oh, this is so random. Insert copy pasta of June. Let's go. Game number 3. What can Fnatic offer? Humanoid with one of the most pathetic deaths I've seen. Oscarinin, pretty good conditions. Gnar, slow pushing out. Oscarin's gonna base and go top to match the Gnar, slow pushing out, breathe on level 4. These type of matchups breed comfort zone. Gnar versus Jax, Gnar versus Renekton, Renekton versus Jax, Jax versus Gnar, Jax versus Renekton, Renekton versus these type of champs. Let's take a look at this Skarner gank that happens on Mark Brazzolini. First and foremost, Weibo Gaming. Crisp gets CC'd, has no good angle to flash, tries to W, flashes late, Browser gets a kill, first blood. What Fnatic boys, pretty solid. Gnar crashes top, Jax has to slow push out, just lane swap things. Swain can be fine into Ahri, but Ahri has so much outplay, in my opinion. Reminds me of this particular moment in time. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Lemon Dogs versus SKT. Faker, one of the best Ahris ever. Legend. Look at that young face. Look at the faces of these young men, guys. Look at Nuke Duck. He looks like colorless caviar. If you know, you know. Tell me it doesn't look like colorless caviar. That's fucking colorless caviar. Young man, Van Zoriana, invites Ahri because Nuke Duck had the audacity to say, guys, I will pick Swain. I will pick Swain. I will pick Swain. Look at Mithy. As confused as June was. What happened in this game? Long story short, Faker sister fists. It's a different kind of Ahri that doesn't get resets on ult. Different times. Deathfire Grasp. Good times. Story time over. Let's take a look. Skarner. In the river. In his natural habitat. Crisp on the mid wave. Skarner takes grubs. They're trading objectives. Guys, Skarner topside, we know it. What happens? 1000 ganks. He is. Humanoid gets charmed. Surely Humanoid will flash to survive this fight. No. He says, not today. Why? Look death in the eye and say, today. Vi on top side, wave is freezing. June looking for mushrooms. Not that great. Has no flash from before because they killed Crisp. Not sure what he's doing, wave is frozen. You're safe. Let your Vi farm in peace. Let him get 6. Not today. Weibo Gaming. Pressure Oscarini enough, he has TP. Keep in mind, Weibo Gaming have 3 grubs, so they are completely mining Bitcoin stop. Completely mining Bitcoin stop. They snap on Skarner. I thought, damn, they don't have the damage to kill him. But forgive me, for I was wrong. They kill his neck. Noah prepares with the W, doesn't press stun breathe. And then a nice little hookaroo on light. The wave is coming, they're trying to pull this one, the wave is here. Zhao is undermining, looking for the dive that is imminent. And in this moment, I thought maybe someone could just throw a spell at him. But that's okay. Fnatic showing a bit of discipline, afraid of Zhao. They walk away. Zhao already wasted time and Jax is pushing top for free. Nice job, Fnatic. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. We could have gotten the kill, but maybe we would have gotten dirty. Maybe Zhao was going to pop up with his Ahri ult. Oscarinin He's getting platings for free. We're happy. Oscarinin bases. Ziggy Azalea goes top. They want to play for the grubs. Will Weibo Gaming get 18 out of 18 grubs? Yes, they will. 18 grubs for Weibo Gaming. Damn. Swain's build is revealed. Leandri's Torment. Mentioned before, he wants to buy every item in the game. At least he didn't buy a Blackfire Torch. Load of crock shit. Malignance, Rylai's, Abyssal Mask, Frozen Heart, Hourglass, many directions to go. Let's continue. Swain is top. Swain is top, matching Nar. He's basing for Leandri's. He wants his team to fight this Drake. Weibo Gaming think to themselves, okay, that's fine. Fnatic right now, they're hitting this. There is no rush for Marek Brazdalini to recall. He can take it easy. Fnatic have better position, they can hit this. No problem. I think Noah should ignore this midwave and secure this because Ezreal is out of position. Ezreal's out of fucking position. Noah can just be here with his boys, and if Ezreal wants to hit that wave, they lose the Drake because Ezreal is not going to participate from a fucking flanking position. So Noah should just be here with the boys from the dick bush, throwing 3-pointers at the fucking enemy. Instead, Humanoid bases TPs when it's not necessary. And Weibo Gaming think to themselves, guys, we have 6 grubs. We have 6 grubs. Let's give this Drake. Pay attention to the number next to Nar's HP. 258 is the advantage Nar has currently. Let's see it grow. This Drake was safe. If Nar TPs, you can go too. If Nar doesn't TP, you don't need to go. And you can just farm and take it easy. The enemy showed Scar on bottom side. You're chilling. Look at Nar's wealth. They Ziggs ulted one wave. They get cancelled one time. Jax gets cancelled another time. Look at Bob Marley Crispy. He's devilish. Ezreal ult also clips Oscarinin. And now look at the lead. From 258, Nar currently has a motherfucking lead that went to 1.6k. What the hell? Why did we sack that? Our 4v4 was stronger in that position. Why did we sack that? This guy bought a fruit company. Ain't no way, mate. We continue. Weibo Gaming. They think to themselves, Ziggs TP bot. That's one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen, Ziggs TP bot. Ziggs TP'd bot. He TP'd bot against 6 grubs. He TP'd bot to get a tier 1. And everybody knows Ziggs loves to be mid without a tower. Right? He TP'd bot to get a tier 1 that doesn't do jack shit for the game. To give up the tier 1 mid without the enemy even using Cristiano Geraldo. Ugh. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. We continue. Fnatic are trying to press forward, Breathe catching top, 1 level ahead of Oscarinin and 2000 gold ahead. There's a window here where Fnatic don't have to deal with Weibo Gaming's fucking gold advantage because they haven't reached Tuco yet. Crisp playing a dangerous game. Razo doesn't want to ult him. Eventually he does. Eventually he does. Standing on the ocean wall, Crisp has no vision. The pink ward doesn't clip him. Razork finds him, ult, and they kill him. And a repeat of the previous game, because this is a Drake setup, Fnatic did a good job. A repeat of the previous game. They need to hit the Drake and they need to base with everybody else to defend the top lane. Oscarinin needs to be aware, but what does Oscarinin do? He queues into the enemy team. Can't fast forward enough. Oscarinin queues forward and loses his neck. Breed gets out, Jao gets reset on R. At least they saved the tier 2. At least. Alright. Not that big of a deal. Here in this moment, not sure why Crisp doesn't snap. I thought this is the moment for Crisp to really snap. They should fucking kill these guys. I don't understand how Fnatic can live from this position. I don't get it. Breathe has Mega. Breathe has E. Tarzan has no spells. But that's okay. Crisp has ult. Flash, W. No snapping. Crisp just W dry on the floor. They walk away. Alright. We continue. Weibo Gaming. Continue. Down bot. Swain is showing topside with no TP, keep in mind. No TP. And Vi is doing golems. Weibo Gaming say, well, Swain is top, so we can just continue. Swain on top, Noah on mid, we have mid prio. Vi and Swain are completely lost on the map. Trading damn sides against Rift Herald and 6 Grubs. It's ugly, brothers. It's ugly. I repeat, a lot of these situations are very difficult, but they're difficult because there's 6 Grubs. The enemy has 6 Grubs. There's been 6 kills in this game and the enemy is 6,000 gold ahead. 6,000 gold ahead. They give 6 Grubs every game. 6 Grubs every game. Crazy talk. We continue. Maybe this is the moment for Swain to shine. He has Rylai's, has Leandris. Humanoid presses his R. Razork snaps on Tarzan while June snaps forward. Jax is TPing. I think that Razork chooses the wrong target here. He should play with his boys. Nobody needs saving here. Ziggs doesn't need saving. His team doesn't need saving. There's no AD carry he's saving here, man. Not so good. I think this ult on Tarzan is just pointless. What's Tarzan gonna do? He's gonna fucking ult the Ziggs. He can just flash it. He's gonna go on Swain. Who cares? Swain has happy. And Humanoid gets kited. But at least Noah gets Tarzan in the end. It's not the end of days, right? Not the end of days. That's okay. That's okay. Fnatic pushing into bottom side. Weibo Gaming decide to hit the Nasher. Not the greatest play. Just checking if Fnatic are actually in position. So Fnatic are now walking towards this place. They have the Ziggs ultimate. Weibo Gaming are keeping the aggro. And now it's dropping to 5k. It's getting fucking dangerous. I was surprised too. Team. Breathe. Zoning the AD carry. They decide to hit him. Q, R him. June fucks up the Q. Doesn't break the Starak shield. The timing is off. They're trying to go for the Nash of Steel because they're afraid that if Weibo Gaming get this Nash and get to walk away, shit is gonna get tough. People are laughing at humanoids flashing, but what else should humanoid do? Is he needs to fucking fight, no? He needs to fucking fight. I think though, I have to say, what Weibo did is pretty fucking high level, man. Like, to have the confidence to hit Nash from here and just leverage the fact that you're stronger, that not as unkillable. I think this is pretty fucking high level play, bro. And I honestly think Weibo Game is gonna cook Damon so fucking hard tomorrow, bro. I think Weibo Game is gonna destroy Damon tomorrow. Like, sincerely. They are beating Fnatic because they fight better and they macro better. But I think Weibo's gonna fuck up Damon's life tomorrow, man. I really think so. DK is exactly that. They are same as Fnatic, but with better hands, you know? I think Ziggs was good until Swain was picked. That's my take on Ziggs. As an obituary of Fnatic's run, you know, I have my homies there. I want Razok to do well, humanoids, right? That's the personal, right? I bleed black and orange, you know. I was there for 2 years. I want Europe to do well. I hope everyone understands that. I cheer for them. I want them to do well. It's natural. The professional, which is the gameplay, the effort, right? This Fnatic team, I think it is so damn fucking frustrating to watch this team because individually they have some good fucking players. Oscarinin as a player, he came in spring, looked very bad in the beginning, looked like he was choking on stage, got better after beating G2 offline, right? He's now played 1.5 years in the LEC. Oscarinin has shown some good games, he's shown some bad games. Today on the Jax he did well. Camille, for example, at MSI, he is a player that has shown moments of like good fucking level of play. Noah, I think, in terms of where they were at when they signed him, moving on from Reckless and Rux, Noah started off his summer split, the first 9 games, super well, and it was obvious that he was wrestling with some issues when it came to playing the big games that we saw already in the first season finals against G2, that Kaiser game specifically. He had back and forth. Noah showed high level together with June in Champions Queue. June came through after the removal of Trimby. Winter split looked really good. MSI looked really good. Summer looked fucking awful. But June had some good moments in this tournament. Razgo and Humanoids, I think these are the players that I expect the most from when it comes to this roster. I have to say that Humanoid had quite the bad tournament in my opinion. I remember the Yon games, right? The Yon games, the Smolder game. There seems to be, when it comes to Fnatic, some wounds that are so damn deep because it seems to me that Humanoid and Razork are trying so hard to make things out of nothing in a lot of cases. Because I do think that there are moments where I think that Noah and June are way too fucking afraid to play the game. Fnatic has been facing the same issues the entire year. And I think it's time for this dynamic to change. Because I don't think there's a situation where you blame somebody in particular. Because all of these players have had very low lows and also high highs. It's just that Fnatic could never piece it together where all 5 were playing well at the same time. Sometimes it happened, but most of the time when it didn't matter. everyone on this roster, I feel they need to turn a new leaf. This is a dynamic that needs to change, plain and simple. If they keep the same roster, I think that they should change something in the coaching staff, right? Like something's gotta give, something's gotta change. What do you mean when you say dynamic? That is the workflow of the group. That is the culture of the group. Because I don't want to point fingers at someone in particular. Because I think that every one of these players have had moments where they played bad. Hey, I'm busy.
It's worth done?
No,
Worth it to go?
no, I am reviewing it.
But it's done.
Yeah. So something's got to change. Something's got to give. I think like all of these players just need to see like a new environment altogether, you know? I think Noah has been alright this Worlds. I think that he hasn't made any egregious mistakes, and I think that the roles he's been put in these games are kind of in a passenger role, if I say so myself. It's like, I think we say that Noah did well, but it's just that Noah didn't end, in my opinion. I think Noah had a fine tournament, but a very uninteresting tournament. Sometimes because of the role he was in, right? He played Ziggs here, that was okay, solid. But it's like playing Ziggs, Varus, and Jhin. Your games are very, very streamlined and easy, I have to say. Right? So while I can say that Noah had a fine tournament, I don't think that his responsibility in these games was that high. And that's not his fault or anybody's fault. Right? That's just sometimes the game. He's playing Ziggs. Well, I don't expect him to do miracles on Ziggs. Right? I think this game, I remember Humanoid, right? This game, I remember fucking Oscarini Nar, right? In terms of how they played the lane swap and how fucked up he got, you know? This, I think there were moments where like June could have fucking fought and they didn't fight on people with summoners. This misfortune should have died if Jane and Leona had like better hands. There was like then the acceleration of play with Smolder and Skarner diving and the double TPs that were horrible from Smolder and Kisante. I think that's just on Humanoid again. Then we had the next series with the Weibo Fnatic that we just covered. But yeah, something's got to change. Because I repeat, like I've been in a situation, right? When I was in Splice, okay? When I was in Splice, I moved on mid-season because we all agreed something had to change. It didn't feel right for me to point to a player at the time. So it was the right time for me to move on. Because we had gone through the previous year together and then we went to the next split, hoping things would be different, but a lot of things were the same, right? And the trust wasn't there, right? When the trust isn't there, it becomes hard, right? But everybody grew from that situation. I grew, right? I did mistakes. The other players, they made mistakes too, right? We all made mistakes. Everybody grew. When everybody moved on, Kobe, Senkooks, Wunder, they could take the learnings and the experience to be different. To be in an environment, in a situation where you can make the mistakes become something meaningful. Because sometimes you're in dynamics where your role and your character has been defined by the past so much that people don't trust you to be different. And then it's very difficult to be different, no matter what you do. And that's why I think that the Fnatic roster should change. Because in the end, I moved on, I went to Vitality, I reached new peaks with Vitality. The Splice roster continued, right? Mitch was helping them, Crepo, Boris, right, was helping them. They almost beat G2 in playoffs. There was no double elimination. They did a good job, right? Then a lot of those players went on to do great things on different rosters. Cold went to Origin. You had Coben continuing in Splice. You had Wunder, of course, in G2, right? I was in Vitality, and I think that's a circumstance here too. I do think that individually they are good, but this situation is just not working, you know? There's too many scars that are carrying, that are in their gameplay, and their patterns and their habits are way too deep. Way too deep. Because we've seen the same thing for a very long time. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. It's kind of the same, like similar with C9, right? C9 as well. I think that it's similar in the sense that you have a bunch of good players, and you know that all of these players, like Giorgio Primo is going to be better on his next team. You just know that. I think these players are also going to be better on their next team. Right? Let's talk the draws. Let's talk the draws. Let's talk the motherfucking draws, guys. Look at that. Holy, I'm here, bro. How cool is that, man? I'm here. Cool. If you guys want to support the channel, please download Opera GX. Very cool. Very cool. The scheduling. We start off with Damwon versus Weibo. So for me here, I think that Damwon is a better version of Fnatic. I think that the way Damwon lost against Top Esports, just exclamation by Opera GX, there it is right there. Hey, just downloading it is blessed, guys. If you download it, it's fucking blessed. I'm hoping to reach, if I can reach 1K downloads, bro, I will do a backflip. I will do a backflip. I will do a backflip. Okay. Damwon versus Weibo game we talked about. I think that Weibo game is going to win because Weibo Gaming, I think that in terms of trading map and setting up for grubs, I think they are much better than Damwon. And additionally, I think that when it comes to team fighting, Weibo is actually good. I think the main challenge Weibo have, which is also a challenge that Damwon have, I think that both of them have identity crisis. Showmaker and Jahu are playing like champions of old. If we take a look at the last time we saw Damwon here now at the 2-2 after losing to LNG and then of course, Top Esports. Damwon struggle with finding the right chance for Showmaker to really show up. Showmaker Yon didn't look too impressive, if I'm gonna be honest. And then we had the Showmaker Orianna. Damwon couldn't play patient in that game. They need to be able to fight at all times. And if we think about Syndra and LB, in a lot of these drafts that they end up in, like here, the enemy has K'Sante, they have a tank, it's not super easy. He plays Yon here, right? Fine. Here in this draft, enemy has K'Sante, Xin Zhao, playing Syndra against that is kind of awkward. So we went with the safer option Orianna. I understand it. In the LNG series, you guys remember, his team picked Ziggs twice. His team picked Ziggs twice, which just made him not be able to play any of these champions he wants to play. Damwon has added their best, in my opinion, when they have good LeBlanc spots, good Sylas spots, or good Syndra spots. It's a very weird thing because I think both of these mid laners aren't the greatest Yons. So we'll have to see how that pans out. But I think that Weibo Gaming being pushed today, I think they figured out some very important details about draft. And I think a very big issue for Kingen is the fact that bans weigh very heavy on his shoulders. They weigh very heavy on his shoulders. The LNG series, Gnar, Jax, Kingen doesn't want to play Renekton. He ended up on Olaf. In this spot, LNG, after Rumble, Renekton, Gnar, Jax was out, Camille was picked, he ended up on K'Sante. And I think that Breed can do exactly the same. I think that King has been very weak at this tournament. So for me, like I am very certain that the Weibo game is going to win. I'm very certain. Let's follow that up. G2 versus Bilibili. G2 is plain and simple the underdog. They are. When it comes to draft prep that they can do, I think that they should remove Jax. They should look to trade Aurora Yon if Bilibili want to invite that, and just give Caps Yon. I think that if mid laners are getting banned in the way, if mid laners being banned in the Yon and the Aurora department, I think it's very important that G2 play Ahri. They should contest the Ahri. I love his Orianna. Caps Orianna is very good, but it's not working right now because G2 is not doing a good enough job securing Orianna side lane farm. I want them to pick the Ahri. That's what I want to see. If we go into a draft scenario, I think we are happy if they get Yon. We're happy if they get Aurora. And I think that we should be happy here if they get Ahri. On blue side. I think that this Ahri champion is going to allow Caps to be a maniac on side. And I think that's important. But the very interesting aspect of this as well is that both of these mid laners, I think that they are keen to slam this. And that can get scary. I think that Jack should be a ban, for sure. I think that Skarner should be a ban, for sure. Because we're not looking to first pick that. Beyond this point, I think if there's a good first pick for you to do, you can do it, right? You can do it, that's fine. The enemy don't play Draven, you're fine with it, right? You can maybe ban Ashe. Maybe you can do these bans. If Caps comes in to the room and says, guys, let them Ari, I will play Silas. I would listen to that shit, bro. I would listen to that shit. The other way, of course, is just pick Vi, right? Just pick Vi, see what happens. We can see that too, right? First pick Vi, see what happens. Enemy takes Arya away, you get Vi Silas. Play by ear, you know? Something in this direction, right? Could happen. I think that's fine. Doable. You don't like both scenarios and you think you can play Nocturne into Vi, then just fucking first pick Ari and see what's up. See what happens. Could be something. Could be something. The other way is, if you expect the enemy to ban Yone and Aura early, maybe you just look for Skana first pick. Maybe just look for Skana first pick and you simplify. And the enemy is going to pick Ari Vi as an example. You pick Nar. You pick your mid laner. Whatever that is going to be. And you go. Just fucking pick Kalista and you drop. Pick Rel, you drop. And then Caps. Probably can find champs. Caps has champs. Could be a move. Could be a move. People are talking about brand ban, but this brand ban that people are doing is so fucking fake, guys. I really don't give a fuck about this brand ban. I don't think this brand ban is good. I really don't think this brand ban matters. I just honestly think this brand ban doesn't make any difference. They played brand one time here, and that is because they got the own first pick. Trimby is in the chat and says they're scared of the brand being flexed. Sure, but I feel like that's kind of fake in my opinion. I think if when Yone is out, I think it's a different game altogether. I think it's a little bit of a meme in my opinion. Brand got banned here, Zyra got banned here. I don't know what these jungle bans do at all. Like, sure the enemy went Lilia, but they just wanted to make the Yone first pick weaker. But is that really a thing? Are we gonna give Yone first pick? I don't think that's real anymore, you know? Like giving Yone here when enemy banned Akali to prepare it against your player is a bold strategy, but I think how I realized early that Jax is very strong. Jax into Yone is really good because you just win on site, right? G2 versus T1, that's the brand ban, but in my mind here, it just makes Skana stronger, right? Like the only times we've seen Skana jungle is into like brand has been picked into Skana jungle, otherwise no. That's been it. The brand ban again. They just ran back the same. But does the brand ban really do anything here? I really don't feel like it, man. I think inviting Elk Kalista is something G2 should explore. I think that's really bad. Elk is playing good. I think that giving Elk Kalista is rough. Jax needs more resources to compete with Jax competitively, so no, Jax isn't the answer. I think you're wrong. I think you're very wrong. I think Caps needs to end up on... yeah, it's like as much as I like Orianna, and I think it's strong, I think Orianna needs to be paired with a top laner that is really, really strong. So... that's harder to do, I think, on blue side unless you can get jacks. So there's that. Rana Malphite is a meme comp that you can maybe win your Clash games with, but it's complete fucking trash. Like, you saw the games against T1, like Ari was just pushing really, really fucking deep waves, and they got blasted. As I think it's just a question of how well Bilibili play on the day, you know? How well will Bilibili play on the day? Bilibili is a heavy favorite, plain and simple. You can have your opinion, I can have mine, but Jax is resource heavy. Yon on side doesn't need to resource Jax to compare it, does comparative, that's why Yon's most banned, I guess. Yeah, you're just saying words, mate. You're just saying words. Okay. What is the rest of the schedule? Fly versus TL. I think Team Liquid, they have shown enough of their worst sides for me to be skeptical. I think Umti is not good, and probably I think FlyQuest has room. Like the main issue for Team Liquid, right, is like they're going through this tournament banning Yon both sides. They just have less bans, and that means also that the enemy has more bans. So FlyQuest is TL, like FlyQuest can just be like, okay, we have 3 bans, let's remove Nocturne, let's remove Nico, let's remove Ziggs, and then just play it like that, you know. Let's remove Skarner, that will probably be the best first pick for the enemy, and that's it, you know. Like they don't play Yon. The Aurora looked tremendously bad today. I think that's rough. I think that Team Liquid should probably look to play Jax top. I think that's good. I think that they should look for Skarner first pick. Probably won't get it. Skarner, Ziggs, Nocturne ban could be something that they do, right? Maybe that's the angle. Let's see what Gam did, right? Jax post ban, Jax, Skarner, Ziggs. I think that's passable. I think that Whipple probably would be interested to play Urgot against us or something like this. I think that Quad has a better pool for this meta. And I think it's just a question of peeling back those layers, right? Well, I believe that FlyQuest was drawn first, right? Am I crazy? FlyQuest was drawn first, so they're side select. I think that FlyQuest look better at this tournament, so I do think that they're going to win. But I want to take this moment to really highlight the fact that both of these teams made it here by only beating 4th seeds. So I don't want any fucking conversation about that North America is better than EU. I don't want to fucking hear that shit in my channel, bro, because they made quarters and G2 lost to Bilibili. Because G2 got to play against Pain Gaming, and then they got to play against How Alive, and then they played against fucking T1, and they played against Weibo, bro, and now they're playing against Bilibili. I'll stop giving you shit, but G2 only beat 4 seeds also. Weibo was in pool 3, mate. Weibo was in pool 3. T1 was in pool 3. We're talking about the pools at Worlds, guys. Pain Gaming, Mad Lions. PSG and GAM. I'm talking about the pools in particular. You guys, some people in the chat have a really hard time understanding what I'm saying here, man. Am I speaking a different language? Come on, guys. Pool 4, guys. Pool 4. Seed 4. Pool 4. Come on, man. I love this format, but don't you think it's very luck-oriented? It's not to think, it is. It is. It is. It simply is. Anyone who tells you it's not is lying. Is lying.